Hey guys, Ramblin Bob here with an update with the E2000LFP. Now, it's been a while since we did a video on this system, but I just want to let you guys know that this system is still working well. As you see, we have 2 strings of solar power coming in, and then we have 3 strings going out as far as ports. So this is a 7.4 cubic foot refrigerator. This is a 5 cubic foot freezer. And this is a power strip that allows all of the accessories in our little coffee area room here.
My favorite spot.
Yeah, so that runs, that's our favorite spot. It's where coffee and tea is made. Yeah. So that runs the microwave, the Frappuccino machine, the coffee machine. What is that thing?
Oh, that's coffee.
Oh, that's more coffee.
Espresso maker.
Espresso maker.
Yeah.
And then air fryer. So everything runs off this system as long as we can run 1 or 2 items and no more than that. Because remember, it's a 2,000 watt.
I can boil water for tea.
Yeah, there you go. So you can, this is basically our little coffee area room here at Ramblin Bob Reviews, so she can have her favorite area. Now, this system is going to go in the RV in the summer, and then we're going to be able to have 8,064 watt hours of power in the summer. So this is the freezer that we're running here, and next to that is the fridge on the other side. And just to let everybody know, you can see this solar is very bad today. It's only 25 watts in and then 63 watts out. And that's basically, I believe that is the, it sounds like the refrigerator because the freezer, I think, uses 70 or vice versa. One or the other, but I think that's the refrigerator. When they're both on, guys, it uses about 140 watts. And we have, as you can see, many, many hours using this way, because we got that E3600LFP, and now that pretty much took over the entire workshop. So
but we're still using this one?
This is still working. All the batteries are still good, guys. As you can see, all 8,064 watt hours. We have that Harbor Freight thing that it's still on, the little dolly there, and that holds it.
That's the doily.
The doily, yep, the doily is still there. That holds up the power station fine. We roll it around when we need it, and then we're going to put it in, like I said, the RV in the summertime or the van whenever we want to go out and enjoy the day out and about. We can do RC stuff, or I mean, this is a lot of power for mobile. We like that new one better, but this one definitely served its purpose and continues to serve its purpose and working well. So on this string, just to give you an idea, even though that the solar is very bad today, we have 800 watts of Acopower 200 watt solar panels. I believe they're on, I don't know which one, guys. It's either or. Maybe I should label them that way. I have the other ones labeled, but the other one is 600 watts of Harbor Freight panels in series parallel. So it's 3 and 3, and then like this, and then this still has the or this one, the Acopower 200 watts, which is 2 and 2, and then they're parallel. So series parallel on both of them in different voltages. One is coming in at about a 48 string, and this one is coming in, or vice versa, at 60 volts. So you have 2 different, which is very cool because, as you can see, we have 2 different style of power panels, solar panels, and if you had to put them in one single array, that would be very difficult sometimes with solar panels. So we keep them separate, and that way, each one is with their own, and that way the voltage and the amps and everything and everything is the same. So it's much easier to compound them in either a series or a parallel configuration. But everything is good, guys. There's no app for this system, so there's not much there.
That's why he has to keep pushing the button for the screen.
Yep. There's no updates or anything. This thing we don't use anymore because, like on the E3600 and the E1500, it's so small that we use that as an absolute backup if need be. We don't use that much with the DC as well, but when we do, we use the 100 watt out USB-C. The rest of it is kind of extra. The flaps, as you can see, it kept it very, very clean. All the ports and everything. I like that on the E3600LFP, they put those back, because on the E1500, they took some of them off. Yeah. I was not happy with that. I like to see these back, even though people say they get in the way. I'd rather have them in the way and protect these ports underneath from dust and debris and water and spills and splashes or whatever, than have that open, and exposed. I wish they always came out with the right angle plugs for the cables. They didn't. The cables are kind of bulky, but they stay out of the way. As you can see, they're kind of up against the wall a little bit. I do have about 5 inches from the wall here. It's an illusion. It looks like it's up against the wall, but as you can see my whole hand here. We got lots of space on that side to keep the airflow of the system. The batteries don't use that much. I think at the most, what do you think we use as far as power-wise? Probably about just under 2,000 watts, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely.
about 1,900 watts, and that's when we use the microwave. That's about 1,000 watts. And then like a coffee maker or the toaster is about 1,800. So the microwave...
The tea is a lot.
Tea is a lot. That's like 1,500 or
Yeah.
1,200. Okay, so when we use those, all we do is we just turn on the power strip. We turn off either the fridge and the freezer, and then we utilize the other two. Because remember, the inverter, it goes up to 2,000 watts, and then that's it. You don't get much past there at all. Every once in a while, you get lucky. You get like 2,020, 2,050. But it pops like that. It pops very quick. We keep it clean as we can. Obviously, dust, you can never win. You can only keep up with it. But we keep it clean, and it has been running. How many cycles do you think? It's been almost 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
What was the first date that we put this system on the channel? That was the first one. That was January 5th, 2023. So, guys, it's almost coming up on 2 years of this thing. And as you can see, it's still running. It's still running strong. The most we use, like I said, is about 1,900 watts. You always have to watch what you use when you use bigger stuff like that, because if you do pop the inverter, you got to reset it. That could be a pain. So if you're going to use, like, say, a microwave and a water boiler or a George Foreman grill, something like that, just remember what your wattages are and use them in combinations of where it allows you to. And if you have to use, like, the water boiler and a coffee maker, or the air fryer is very hot too. So you use the air fryer by itself, and then you can use the microwave after that, or the coffee maker, or the espresso machine, or the frappuccino, and all the other stuff with the toaster after that. So just use them in a series where you don't try to force them all on at once, because you'll definitely pop the inverter on here. Okay, how many cycles? I think I asked that, but how many cycles do you think we have gone through in 2 years? Let's ballpark. Boy, that's 2 years is almost 700 days. So that would be, I would say, easily over probably 1,000 cycles. Because, guys, when we first got this, we cycle it more than once, obviously, with all the videos that we made on this channel. Testing it and retesting it and testing it. That takes a lot of time. But as you can tell, the batteries are still good. They're still in there. Everything still works. Here we got 999. See, now it's drawing nothing. Obviously, the fridge and the freezer doesn't need any power. It sits in limbo until when it needs to cool down again and cycle. So I wish this number would stay there forever. But if we could keep that forever, it'd be awesome. The free electricity forever. I don't like having to do that anymore.
Yeah.
That is a frustrating thing when it comes to trying to keep the screen on. But obviously, that does that for a reason, guys. It saves your power when it can. But I think that's about it. Everything's, like I said, everything's running good. We're still getting very, very good cycle amounts as far as battery capacity.
We just wanted to say hi to it again,
Yeah, basically, we just want to stay keep up to date with folks, because if they're still considering this system over the E1500 or the E3600. Now, the E3600 is a very large machine. So if you're not ready for such a big machine, maybe something smaller like this or the E1500 will be better for you. Or if you don't need that much power. Our whole take was we wanted to get something of the 3600 caliber because of with two reasons. Number one, three reasons actually. The solar input is amazing on it. It's great, 2400 watts plus 1600 through the batteries, plus another 150 through this little port up here on the other one. So that's 4150 watts of solar. We haven't even come close to maxing that out yet, guys. I think the most we had is just under 2500 to 3000, somewhere in there. And it can go that's a ton. So we got to buy more panels.
Well, the way I saw it, it's like when a family has a new baby, and they're like, "Oh, the baby," and the other kids are like, "Hey, what about us?" That was the E2000.
E2000, yeah. Now there's smaller power stations out there, guys. So if you're still in the market for a smaller power station, or if you want to try one, I don't recommend the E2000, the E1500, or the E3600. If you just want to try one and see if you like solar, or you see if it's it's something that you even would use or utilize, There's an E300 now, there's an E500, there's an E600, and then there's a new mystery power station, which I think it's going to be.
Yeah, what do you think that is?
I think it's about 1,000 because notice I didn't say anything in between there, between 3,600, 2,000, 1,500, and then it drops to 600. There's nothing really in that 1,000 to 1,200 category there for people that need or want that size. Some people want a certain amount of power to fit a certain agenda or situation. Like, if you need the E600 can go 1,200 watts of solar, but I'm sorry, 1,200 watts of AC, but that's a lot of power on a very small battery bank. It can do it, but I'd rather have something in the 1,000 battery bank or the 1,200 battery bank that does 1,000 watts out, and that way I think it's better for the battery pack and the inverter because it's balanced better, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Ford Festiva with a V8 engine. I mean, it's overpowered. You know what I mean? Okay, well, guys, I just wanted to give you an update. Hello again to you guys out there in YouTube land. If you're considering this one still, we still offer many answers to questions. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you're not a subscriber and you want to learn more about all this stuff, not just this company or this system, we have many systems on here. We talk about every one that we can find. Feel free to hit the subscriber button. It's free. It doesn't cost you not even a penny. It doesn't even cost your time. You just hit it and you're done. That's not even enough time to worry about. And then you can ask all the questions you want on the channel or talk to the other subscribers, and then they can help you through your solar power journey as well. All right, we wish you well. Ramble on, be safe, and then we'll see you guys again here on Ramblin Bob Reviews. Bye, guys.
Bye.